this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can optimize Windows to get the highest performance possible while playing games. I'm going to be covering absolutely everything that you can do and they can optimize so you get the absolute maximum performance out of your system. So to start things off, we're just going to be heading over to the NVIDIA app and checking that our graphics drivers are up to date. So all you need to do is open the NVIDIA app and on the left hand side here, head over to drivers. And once this loads, you'll see at the top your GeForce Game Ready driver and make sure this is up to date. If it's not up to date, it will say install. You just need to click that, restart your PC, and your graphics driver will be fully up to date. And if it says reinstall like mine, you'll know it's up to date, so you don't have to do this step. The next thing we're going to be doing is uninstalling any apps we don't use on our PC. And there's two ways to do this. The first way I'm going to show you is clicking Windows I to open up your settings, heading over to apps, going on to installed apps, and going through this list and uninstalling anything that you don't use. So take a good look through it, and anything you don't want on your PC, make sure you uninstall it. Even if it's these little ones like 8 kilobytes, you just click the three dots, click uninstall. It uninstalls off your PC, and this frees up a lot of space. You want that extra space on your PC, because if your SSD has low storage and your games are on your SSD, you could be getting lag spikes in game, and that is not what you want. So make sure you go through all of these and uninstall anything you don't need on here. And the second option is to search for the control panel. Open this up, go on to uninstall a program, and also go through this and uninstall anything on here you don't want either. Once you've done that, you can close off the control panel and we'll move on to the next thing. Now we're going to be optimizing the Windows boot times, so if you click Ctrl, Shift and Escape on your keyboard to open up the task manager and head over to startup apps, you'll see all of the apps that start up when your PC turns on, and you want this to be as minimal as possible. So as you can see, if you want to disable it, make sure you just right click and click disable, and do this for all the things you don't want turning on when your PC boots up. Having a lot of these enabled can make your PC boot up slower or not boot up properly, so if you disable these and just open them when you actually need them, your PC will boot up much quicker and much more stable. Once you've done that, all you need to do is exit off, and next time you restart your PC, none of these apps will boot up. The next thing we're going to be doing is making sure that all of the audio devices on our PC are disabled apart from the ones that we actually need. Because if you're using multiple audio devices that you're not using while gaming, it can actually give you input delay in game and you don't want this. So to do this, right click on the sound in the bottom right, click on sound settings, scroll down and click on more sound settings here, and this box will pop up. Go on over to recording and disable anything that you don't use. So you'll see I don't use the voice wave microphone. To disable this, right click and just click disable. Do this for all your playback devices and all your recording devices, and once you've done this, make sure you go onto your recording device or playback device, head on over to advanced and set this to CD quality. It could be on DVD, but make sure this is CD quality. You want to do this for your recording and your playback device, so head on over to your mic and do the exact same for this. I have mine on a lower one because it sounds the exact same and it's not using as many processors inside Windows trying to make it sound even better than it actually can. So mess around with this, and I would recommend putting it on the lowest that you can without it sounding any different. Once you've done this, just click OK and you can exit out of the sound settings. The next thing we're going to be doing is making sure we're using the correct power plan inside Windows. So to do this, search for power and click edit power plan, and right here you'll see you can either use balanced, high performance or ultimate performance. So I would recommend if you're on a high-end system to use ultimate performance, and a low-end to mid-end system use high performance. So all you need to do to apply it is click on it here, click change plan settings, change advanced power settings, and make sure it's also enabled on this box here. And you also want to make sure that turn the display off is on never, and just click save changes, and then you can exit out of the power plan. The next thing we're going to be doing is optimizing our Windows settings so we can get the best performance from Windows. So to do this, click Windows I to open up the settings, head on over to system. The first thing we're going to be doing is clicking on notifications and making sure that notifications are turned off. The next thing we're going to be doing is heading over to Focus Assist and making sure all of these 4 boxes are unticked. Then head back, head on down to Advanced, click on Advanced System Settings. Then right here where it says Performance, click on Settings, and you want to set this to adjust for best performance. Then click Custom, and all you need enabled here is smooth edges of screen fonts and show thumbnails instead of icons. After this, click OK on both of these, head on over to Bluetooth and devices, head on over to mouse, head on down to additional mouse settings, go over to pointer options and make sure enhanced pointer precision is turned off. Once you've done that, head on back over to Bluetooth, go on down to USB and turn off your connection notifications. Then we're going to be heading over to personalization, clicking on background and make sure for your Windows background that you're using a solid color. This is much better than using a picture or an animated background, because if you're using an animated background, when you're playing, this can reduce your performance in game, as it can sometimes still animate in the background while you're gaming. Then we'll be heading over to gaming, clicking on game bar and making sure this is turned off. Head on over to graphics, advanced graphics settings, make sure you drop this down and make sure you're using hardware accelerator, GPU scheduling and variable refresh rate. Then if you scroll down a little bit, any games on here that you see that you play, make sure you drop this down and are using the high performance option. Then head on back to gaming, go into game mode and make sure you're using game mode. This can improve the performance of your games, so I definitely recommend using this. Then we're going to be heading over to privacy and security, clicking on recommendations and offers and making sure all of these are turned off. And the final thing we're going to be doing is heading over to Windows updates and making sure that your PC is up to date. So to do that, just click check for updates and it will check your PC for updates, and if you have any, just make sure you install them. As you can see, I had one update, so I'm just going to install this now, and then I can close off the Windows settings and my Windows settings are fully optimized. That is going to be it for this video, guys. If you did find this helpful, please drop a like and subscribe and let me know what you want for the next video. But I'll see you all in the next video.